So we have to talk about common misconceptions in real estate because, first of all, we got to bring them to the forefront. And I just want to make sure that we're clearing the air on these misconceptions, and that if you fall into this category, we got to overcome that and get you out of falling into these categories. So a few common misconceptions when it comes to getting into real estate and why to get into real estate. You'll hear people say, well, I have a lot of friends, or meaning I have a big sphere. And to me, that's great because that will certainly help. The problem is that people assume that because you're friends with somebody that they're going to use you when it comes to buying a home or selling a home. And that couldn't be farther from the truth. Just because you're a realtor, that doesn't mean that your buddies are going to use you when it comes to transacting into real estate. I got a lot of friends. I know a lot of people. I'll probably be a good realtor. That doesn't make, knowing a lot of people being popular doesn't mean that you're going to be good at a profession. Being good at your profession means that you'll exploit those relationships to help you within your career. But you have to understand something. Friends need to become clients. So you have to treat them as clients. Any friend I've ever worked with, especially when I was starting out in my career, I didn't care if I knew him or not. I showed up in a collared shirt and dress pants to show them houses. Do you know why? They deserved that. They deserved my professionalism. If I showed up with a hat on and shorts showing them houses, how disrespectful is that? But here was the thing. Because I did that, and because I was a pro when I was working for them, their bar of expectation was, this is Jason, he's our buddy, we just want him to help us find a home. It went to, Jason was exceptional at what he did. He was uber professional. He knew exactly what he was doing. He picked up the phone when I called him. He was there for me 24/7. When that happens, that friend tells every other friend how great and how professional you were. Your friends got to become your clients, and you got to treat them like professionals. The opposite can happen. If you're unprofessional and you did show up in shorts and a hat and you didn't pick up the phone when they called because they're your friend, they're going to tell your friends that you did not do a good job, that you could have done better, and those friends are not going to use you. Your friends are just like any other consumer out there. What they say matters. What they say to other people matters. They're no different than any other client, except you have open access to them. So when it comes time to transact and you do the right thing and you're a pro, they're going to tell everybody else of your friends how great you really were. But do not assume because you know a lot of people or you got a big sphere of influence that things are going to come easy. You got to work at them. The second misconception is, I'm a good people person. I love people. I love working with people. It's cool. I love working with people. I'm a happy person. That does not make you a good salesperson. If you get into real estate, you're a sales professional. I don't care if you're a people person. I don't even know what that means. Like, what does being a good people person mean? Like, you're likable? I don't know the correct answer to that. I don't know what being a good people person means. That people like being around you? Are you sure? I don't know. I don't have the answer to that. But what I do know is this. Being a great real estate professional has nothing to do with being a great people person. If you're a miserable human being, you're going to be miserable at any job that you do, real estate or anything else. If you're a good human being with character, well, then you're going to be a good human being with character. That doesn't mean that you're a great sales professional. A great sales professional is somebody that masters their craft, that works on their craft, that watches things like this and goes to seminars and webinars and practices and role plays and is in the field. That's a great sales professional. A great people person has nothing to do with if you're going to be good in real estate or not. Zero. But I hear it all the time. And the last one I hear all the time that I love, why did you get into real estate? I don't know, I just love real estate. What does that mean? What do you mean you love, like, what about real estate do you love? I don't know, I love it. I love looking at houses. So does everybody. Who doesn't like looking at beautiful houses? That's a given. Oh, I love those shows on HGTV, so I just wanted to get into real estate. What does that have to do with anything? You changed your whole career over Bravo? Over $1 million listing? You think that's reality? It's not. Just because you love real estate, you and everybody else, that doesn't mean you should get into real estate. Real estate isn't a game of love. It's a game of effort and grind and passion and sales and clients and follow-up and lifestyle. Real estate is all-encompassing. Investing, finance, sales. Real estate goes really deep, really deep. And what you'll find too, which is really interesting, you may start as a real estate professional selling houses. That doesn't mean you don't become a wholesaler or a flipper or somebody that specializes in short-term rental properties or whatever the case is. Like, sometimes you don't know the path you find yourself down. A lot of times you fall into a niche like I did. I fell into a niche servicing companies. And so we service more companies and more transactions than anybody out there these days because I fell into that niche and I exploited the niche and it's worked. But I didn't know that that was going to be my niche when I got into real estate. I had no clue. A lot of times niches come within market, meaning you may want to work a certain area, but for whatever reason, you're selling a lot of homes in this area and you become the guy or girl for that area and you become a monster. You didn't even expect it. You never know the path that your real estate career is going to take you and what niche you fall into. Never. So don't plan it either. The only thing to plan from the beginning is that you're going to work really, really hard. You're going to work as many transactions as humanly possible, and you're going to see the outcomes of that, and that you're in it for the long haul. But don't become a real estate professional because you love real estate. I don't know what that means. Everyone loves real estate. Get into real estate because you truly believe that with all the things all-encompassing to be a great real estate professional takes, that you think you've got something of that. That's why you get into real estate. So those are my 3 common misconceptions, and just, like I said, roll with it, get over it, and if that is one of your common misconceptions, if you feel that way in some of these things, like I said, overcome it with yourself, with your own objections, because those are not reasons to get involved in real estate. Thanks, guys.